Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. To millions, he was the Mahatma, the great soul, a beacon of hope who led India's freedom struggle without ever commanding an army. He preached peace in an age of wars, simplicity in an age of industry, and faith in an age of doubt. But to his critics, Gandhi was deeply flawed, accused of being unrealistic, stubborn, and sometimes even standing in the way of modern progress. So who was he really? Saintly visionary who freed a nation, or a dreamer whose ideals left scars still felt today? If this video made you see things from a new angle, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Hero or Villain, and share this video. Thanks for watching. The setting: India under the Raj. By the late 19th century, India had been under British control for nearly 2 centuries. Its economy was drained to enrich the empire. Indian textiles were suppressed, taxes were heavy, and millions lived in poverty while the British elite enjoyed wealth. Social divisions, religious tensions, and widespread illiteracy kept the country fractured. Into this world stepped Gandhi, a shy boy from Gujarat who studied law in London, then faced open racism in South Africa. There, he was thrown off a train for refusing to leave a whites-only compartment, a moment that would ignite his lifelong fight against injustice. Unlike most nationalists who dreamed of rebellion, Gandhi envisioned something radical: freedom through nonviolence. His philosophy, Satyagraha, truth force, became his ultimate weapon. Trigger moments: Gandhi's path to leadership. 1915, return to India. After 20 years in South Africa, Gandhi returned home, launching campaigns for peasants and workers. His insistence on peaceful protest earned him early recognition. 1919, Jallianwala Bagh massacre. British troops opened fire on unarmed civilians in Amritsar, killing hundreds. The massacre shocked India, and Gandhi emerged as the moral voice of resistance. 1920s, non-cooperation movement. Gandhi urged Indians to boycott British goods, schools, and offices. Millions followed, shaking the empire's grip. 1930, the Salt March. Gandhi walked 240 miles to the sea, symbolically making salt in defiance of British monopoly laws. It electrified the nation and drew worldwide attention. 1942, Quit India movement. With World War II raging, Gandhi demanded immediate independence. The British jailed him, but his words sparked mass protests. 1947, independence at last. Britain finally withdrew. Yet the triumph was marred by the partition of India and Pakistan, which unleashed violence that Gandhi struggled desperately to contain. The debate: apostle of peace or hindrance to progress? The hero's case: Gandhi turned nonviolence into a powerful weapon, proving that moral courage could rival military might. He gave India's struggle a unifying figure, bringing together farmers, laborers, students, and even women into the movement. His life of simplicity, wearing homespun cloth, fasting to purify movements, rejecting luxury, made him a global symbol of integrity. He spoke against untouchability and sought equality for India's lowest castes, whom he called Harijans, children of God. His influence reached far beyond India, inspiring figures like Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, and Cesar Chavez. The critic's case: Gandhi's methods were too slow and idealistic. Critics argue that India could have achieved independence earlier through stronger, more direct action. He opposed rapid industrialization, favoring village life and handspun cloth, khadi. Some argue this romantic vision left India economically unprepared for modern challenges. His personal experiments, such as unusual practices of celibacy and strict diets, made him appear eccentric and controversial. He struggled to prevent communal violence. Despite preaching Hindu-Muslim unity, partition saw one of the bloodiest upheavals in history, something many blame on Gandhi's failure to anticipate reality. His early writings in South Africa reveal troubling views on race that modern scholars still debate. Was Gandhi truly India's liberator, or was he too rigid, too bound by moral experiments to adapt to the harsh demands of politics? Global impact: Gandhi's universal message. Beyond India, Gandhi's voice echoed across continents. His principle of nonviolent resistance inspired Martin Luther King Jr. during the U.S. Civil Rights Movement, Nelson Mandela in the anti-apartheid struggle, countless movements for justice, from Poland's solidarity to Myanmar's democracy activists. Even opponents respected him. Winston Churchill, who despised Gandhi, still called him a half-naked fakir who commanded more power over India's masses than Britain's guns. But Gandhi's assassination in January 1948 by Nathuram Godse, a Hindu nationalist who believed Gandhi was betraying Hindus by making concessions to Muslims, revealed the limits of his influence. His death plunged the young nation into grief, but also forced Indians to confront the divisions he had tried to heal. Did you know? Gandhi walked an estimated 18 kilometers every single day of his adult life. He was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize 5 times, but never won. His portrait hangs in the UK Parliament, the very empire he helped dismantle. The spinning wheel on India's national flag is inspired by Gandhi's insistence on khadi cloth. Albert Einstein once said of Gandhi, "Generations to come will scarce believe that such a one as this ever in flesh and blood walked upon this earth." Sketch of the day. A frail, bespectacled man in a plain white dhoti leans on a simple wooden staff. Around him, thousands march barefoot, their shadows stretching across the Indian dust roads. Ahead lies the sea, where salt becomes a symbol of freedom. Behind him looms an empire, shaken not by bombs, but by the quiet determination of a man who refused to hate. The legacy debate, saint or hindrance. For some, Gandhi was the conscience of the modern world, proof that humanity could resist oppression without violence. For others, he was an impractical idealist, a saintly figure whose dream of a village-based India left the nation struggling to modernize. So, was Gandhi the apostle of peace who saved India's soul, or a man whose stubborn faith blinded him to the harsh realities of politics? The answer lies not only in history books, but in every movement that still dares to resist oppression with nothing but courage. If this video made you see things from a new angle, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Hero or Villain, and share this video. Thanks for watching.